Hey guys, what's going on? Going to take a quick look here at Cardano. Ticker for this is ADA, and I'm currently on a weekly time frame. I covered this coin, I think, about maybe 10 days ago, so I'm just going to do a quick review on what the key levels are in case you missed it. Okay, so as you can see, we had this falling wedge breakout, right? So we had this long-term, probably multi-year, dating back to August 2021, so multi-year falling wedge pattern. We had this lower level of support, this top level of resistance, downsloping, and we recently broke out of it. We backtested it not once, but twice, and then now we're making our move up. Down here, we potentially put in a triple bottom here on the weekly time frame. And this particular level, where we ended up getting support from, is the 50% retracement level. So I'll take a fib, run it from the swing low all the way down here, up to the highs. And look at this, Cardano got supported at the 50% retracement 3 times, and now we are moving up off that. Now, the first level of support was the 382, so look how the price responded to this 382 level. So this held for several months, and every time the price came back up to it, it got rejected, right? So it got rejected right here, came back up here, got rejected here. So now we are approaching it once more from underneath. So let's see how this plays out. I think it may be able to get through this time. Oops, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the fib now. And the first really good sign is that we broke this horizontal level of resistance, right? So you see it was resistance right here. When the price was above it, it was support. Came back below it, it was resistance, and we broke through it without much of a fight. If we do get rejected where we are right now, of course, a pullback could be in the cards all the way back down to retest this broken level of resistance once again, and that is around 32 cents. However, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Now, also worth noting is when we were down here at the lows at the 50% retracement level, we were putting in a strong bullish divergence. So look at this divergence indicator. We were making higher lows on the indicator while the price was making lower lows. And the same could be said here with the stochastic. So we had a low, then we had a higher low. On the price, we had a low, then a lower low. So there was a lot of early warning signs that this one was going to turn around. Unfortunately, I was not personally looking at ADA during this time, or else it probably would have been accumulating. Okay, so the local level of resistance, as I had mentioned, is right here. So it is around 42 cents, so 0.4268, not far off from where we are right now. But if we're able to start closing weekly candle bodies above here, I mean, right here was a bit of a fake out, but if we're able to start closing weekly candles above here again, this cluster right here, so this range from about 56 cents, so 0.5666, a little satanic there, up to 0.6051. That's going to be the first target range, because as you can see, it was a rejection point right here and rejection point right here. Now, judging by a lot of the sentiment I'm seeing on Twitter, it seems that the phase we're likely in right now is disbelief. A lot of people still think this is some sort of fake out. A lot of people are entering short positions on Bitcoin. Guys, if you just look at this chart, long-term falling wedge, bouncing off the 50% retracement level, strong movement to the upside. And it's the same story on a lot of these altcoins. We were just starting to flip from a long-term bearish downtrend. We've had our accumulation phase, and now we're just heading back up. So this could be it. This could be the start of a pretty good altcoin rally, or just a rally for the entire market. However, Bitcoin is near a level of potential resistance at around $43,000. Now, of course, the price could pump up well beyond that, but you got to pay attention to how the weekly candle closes. However, it's only Tuesday right now, and that candle is not closing until Sunday evening. But that's going to be where the battle takes place to hold these levels, right? We want to see weekly candle body closing above, for example, 43,000, right? What we don't want to see is just a huge sell-off right before the weekly close, and then we just get a big wick down and a body close below it. That's not going to be good for the entire market. But as of right now, things are looking pretty good. Okay, so yeah, current level around 42 cents. Up here, I just gave you the range for that, about 56 cents up to 60 cents. Next level beyond that is going to be between 77 cents and 82 cents. And then this is the key level right here that I think the price will work its way up to. Not necessarily right away, but probably stair-stepping, right? So maybe coming up here, coming back down to retest, and kind of just stair-stepping its way up through these levels. But this is the key level that I'm looking at, and I'll tell you why. This is a falling wedge pattern, and the way to measure the breakout target on this is essentially what you would do is you would measure the distance from the start, the top, down to the bottom here, and you would take this and you would project it from where it broke out. So look at the target from this breakout phase. So this is where we broke out, and this is the target off this falling wedge break. Right pretty much in the center of this range. And what's so significant about this range? Well, if I take a Fibonacci, and this time I'm going to run it from the top right here all the way down to the bottom, this wick right here, look what it lines up with. This is the 618 golden pocket range, so between 61.8 and 65%, the golden pocket. Very, very important level. And also, it lines up perfectly with the price, right? So it was support right here. We broke below it. It flipped to a level of resistance, and then we got this huge sell-off. So we just have so much confluence right in this range. First, we have the target from the falling wedge breakout. Second, we have the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement level. And third, we have confluence with the price action. So right up here, again, between $1.13 up to $1.26. Very, very key level, and I think this is where we're ultimately heading in the midterm. And that's midterm, not long term. That's not my final target for the bull market. I do think this one, I don't really follow what Cardano's doing, but just the fact that it got supported and such a strong bounce off this 50% retracement level makes me pretty optimistic about what ADA can potentially do in this bull run. Of course, it's not going to be like 100x, for example, because the market cap already is quite high. But I would expect some pretty decent returns off this, and I do have a little bit of Cardano stored in my hardware wallet. But yeah, all that being said, I don't want you to get too excited right now because we are at a level of resistance. Pullbacks are always in the cards. But yeah, from a structural standpoint here, this is looking quite healthy. Anyway, hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new content, particularly now that the market's heating up and getting a little bit more exciting, maybe I can put out a video and just kind of show you something that you weren't looking at. So definitely subscribe and click the bell and then click on all so you actually get notified when I release the videos. Also, if you want a place to trade ADA and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, I put the link to 3 different exchanges in both the pinned comment and the description. All 3 of them are offering you guys bonuses for signing up. 2 of them will require you to submit your personal information, so they have a KYC process. If you don't want to do that, BingX does not require a KYC process to trade, currently anyway. A lot of these exchanges will start like that, and then they'll kind of switch, and then they'll require KYC later once they built up a big user base. But as of right now, no KYC on BingX, so you can deposit, you can trade, you can withdraw, do everything on BingX without submitting any personal information. Of course, I should mention this every video. I don't recommend that you keep a large percentage of your portfolio on any centralized exchange. You definitely want to keep that stored away on your ledger, particularly because we're coming into what's hopefully going to be a pretty good bull market, and you don't want to lose pretty much everything you have if a particular exchange goes down. So definitely majority on your hardware wallet, and you can even trade on a few different centralized exchanges just to mitigate that risk a little bit, right? Just diversify. Also, you may need a VPN if you want to trade, just depending on your location. So I also put a link to a promotion on a VPN, again, in both the pinned comment and the description. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.